So, I have been going down this rabbit hole for the past, day about Phantom Islands, and here's one that has been blowing my mind for a while. It's been driving me nuts. I am, obsessed with it right now. The Isle of Demons, off the coast of Newfoundland in Canada. And if you don't know where Newfoundland is, don't worry, it's just one of the Maritimes. It's not that important. Love you, Maritimes. So, the Isle of Demons is a phantom island like I talked about in my last video. If you watched that, you know what it is. If you didn't, Phantom Island is basically an island that was put on maps but doesn't actually exist. And the Isle of Demons is one of those on Canada. In Canada. Allegedly. So, the Island of Demons was a phantom island thought to exist off the coast of Newfoundland. Likely, it was confused for a definitely existing island called the Harpoon Island. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's how Google told me to say it. Harpoon Island is an actual real island that may have just been misidentified with the Island of Demons. So, as you may have guessed from the name, people thought that the Island of Demons was 1, a real place, and 2, an incredibly haunted real place. Now, the haunted parts may have come from, 2 origins areas, one being indigenous folklore or surrounding the island, having stories of it being haunted. 2, European settlers being unfamiliar with Canadian wildlife and hearing sounds of, coyotes and loons and all those creepy things and being like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? It must be demons, because those sound spooky as shit. Now again, keep in mind, while there are numerous islands off the coast of Canada, the Isle of Demons is not one of them. But it was thought to be for a while until people were like, hey, actually, it's probably this island instead. But the Island of Demons is famous for things other than being a fake island that's supposedly haunted. There are historical records of this French noblewoman, Marguerite de la Roque, being marooned on the supposed Island of Demons. Now, it is an actual fact that she was marooned, but it was most likely on a different real island and not actually on the Island of Demons. Now, the reason for her marooning was because she was discovered to be having an affair with one of the sailors on the ship that she was on. So, her uncle, who was kind of in charge of her, he did not like that even a little bit, so he marooned her along with her handmaiden and her lover, supposedly on the Island of Demons. Likely, it was not, not likely, it was definitely not the Island of Demons. It was another small, rather unknown island around Newfoundland, but she was marooned there. And there she stayed for 2 entire years. Now, of the 3 people that were marooned there, she was the only one who survived. Her boyfriend and her handmaiden both died, unfortunately, along with the baby that she birthed while on the island. Unfortunately, the baby did not survive, but she did. She survived the birth and was eventually rescued by another group of sailors. But she survived. I'm not entirely sure how long she was alone, but she was alone for a significant portion of time on the island and survived on her own, this random French noblewoman, by hunting game and gathering and just hanging out on this island. It's even, I don't know how accurate this is or how accurate the records are, but it's even alleged that she killed bears while on the island, which, yes, queen, we love a strong, independent woman. But eventually she did get rescued, and I think she returned to France to become a school teacher and just live out the rest of her life. But yeah, that is the folklore behind the Isle of Demons, which is not a real island, but has very real history surrounding this French noblewoman who was allegedly marooned there, but was likely marooned on a different island because the Island of Demons does not exist, which honestly makes it even cooler. Like a haunted island that may or may not exist. So yeah, that's what I've been doing for the past day instead of my biochemistry studying.